Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's... I'd like to just say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. Huh? So are you saying you're not the culprit? Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. A trap? Haha. We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? I think a lot of people have blamed you all along the way. Watch this be. This isn't anything new. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work? Shut up, you. Oh, that sounded like such a different voice. You got it, boss. Shutting up now. Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her. Huh? She did? She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting. So that was her motive. I mean, that all makes sense. If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit. I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient. Huh? The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did. Thank you! Okay, I'm not going crazy. What are you... Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet. Interesting, I'm listening. All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet. Like a tarp! A certain something at the scene that was used to cover the body. Could it have been... tarp? Wait, make sure that that's the only tarp here. I don't know why I was like, is there... Oh, there's so many things. You're talking about the tarp, aren't you? You catch on quick. You're right. All you had to do was cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked. So why don't you go through all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet? Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. Yeah, that makes sense. And were they catching, or were they planning on having the body explode? I don't know if water would do anything to how the bomb would react to movement or whatever. In other words, to create an excuse, exactly just like the one Makoto just gave us. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. Maybe I am the killer. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body... wait, something's not right. And what might that be? I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's going to think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Let's see. Alright, body before the explosion. Exploded body now. I don't know that any of these are going to be it. Could be body before the explosion, but let's see. Did Makoto really do it? It's got to be it. Killer prevented it from getting wet. So the result tarp was only dirty on one side. Because the sprinkler got that side wet. But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right? Was protected from the water. Since it was facing down towards the body. Of course it didn't get dirty. I remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Okay. Yak even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on it. Right, okay. So. Okay. Only dirty on one side. So I think totally spotless, right? Was protected from the water. Wait, I don't know if that's the right one. Didn't get dirty? Is that the one I want? Hold up. I remember the blood on the body. Alright, so it didn't get dirty. Okay. I think I actually want to absorb didn't get dirty and then shoot it at only dirty on one side. I don't know if that's quite right, but that seems to be an okay guess. Let's try it. Okay. So we got that for the blood on the body. Alright, so I don't know if this is what the game's going for or not, though. This could be wrong. No, okay. Only dirty on one side. So what you're saying is I have absolutely no idea. Okay, I need to think about it one more time. Alright, I need to find the contradiction. Fragments near the dead body. Body before the explosion. Only dirty on one side. What if I shoot it the other way? Underside of the tarp. It's totally spotless. Protected from the water. I don't know. Didn't get dirty? No? Alright, so it's not those two. I think I might end up running out of lives. I don't know where you restart a trial when you lose. I haven't lost yet. Let's see, body before the explosion. I don't think exploded body analysis makes sense. I don't think fragments near the dead body. Body before the explosion. Totally spotless. Was protected from the water? Does this have anything to do with anything? Didn't get dirty. I don't know. Was protected from the water. Only dirty on one side? No. I don't know, I'm just kind of throwing random guesses out there now. Oh. This is a little bit what I was worried about when it comes to this trial. I mean, I'm just gonna do the other thing, I guess. Oops. Oops. Alright, got that, I guess. And then I'll shoot at the next one. No. No. I only have, what, like 2 guesses left? There must be a contradiction there somewhere. Body before the explosion. It's gotta be it. Only dirty on one side. Underside of the tarp. Totally spotless. Protected from the water? No. Alright, I'm gonna get this one wrong. We get to find out what happens when I lose. Only dirty on one side. Protected from the water. Didn't get dirty? Oh! Oh my gosh, the clutch! The clutch, there's no way. Oh, because it did get dirty before the explosion? Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dried before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself, not to touch it or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on the body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it. Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they used it. If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything. Oh yeah, true. I actually don't understand, like, what is happening here. More than that, what if the very blood we saw in the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? Huh? The blood was camouflage. Because also, I'm just like, I don't understand this tarp thing, and then, like, whatever was moved, and then the bomb getting set up. Like, when was the bomb set up, and how was any of this done without setting it off? Unless that was, like, the very last thing that was done? And then even then, I don't know. What if after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim? Huh, wait. Wait, so did the knife not go in the body at all? You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that? I know, they could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Ifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead? No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden. They got blood from right there in the garden, right there. Which mean... I actually know the answer to this. And this is the murder that we should be solving. Is this one right here. This is way more important than Mukuro's dead body. Could it have been chicken blood? What? Chicken blood? When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4. So you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with his blood? Yes. And we are at the class trial for the murder of this chicken. That is the only true dead body here. Man, that's messed up. Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it. I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Huh. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory. Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water, and then covered the body in blood, right? Wait, so how did this body die? Did they die to a stab wound, or did the chicken get stabbed and then... Or wait, or was the blood just smeared? Like, I don't know if this body was even stabbed with a knife. Because what was actually the cause of death then? Let's see, use tarp to avoid the water, and then cover the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw, only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean. I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand? They covered it beforehand? When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would? I think so. No. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms were in the sleeves. Yeah, that's like more laid on top. Nobody wears a coat like that. Also, it just looks backwards. And that settles it. Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what? Thank you, Hina. I'm not the only one. I'm kind of getting a little bit of a grasp, but I'm struggling a little bit here. Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't go wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Okay. Then, later, at the same time, the killer was gathering up the tarp. Okay. They pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. Okay. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. What, and then they put a bomb there afterwards? Or were they able to disable the bomb and then they just like turned it on at some point? They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off at 7:30. That's actually what took place. It certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier. But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off? It actually wouldn't have been all that difficult. Huh? They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. Wait, so but this exchange of events still had to happen after 7:30, right? Where they pull the coat over? Because then the coat on top would have still gotten wet. So if whoever's covering this up, assuming that they're also the person that murdered, it could not have been me, right? They'd be done in no time. Maybe, but still. Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on? Oh no, I headed off to the gym and Makoto didn't show up till later. Oh, this is why you walk together. You're telling me that they were in pairs the whole night, they went to the bathroom, all that good stuff, made sure that nobody was out of sight. And then they sent someone to meet up with me, and then they were just like, oh, we'll just meet you later, go do whatever you want, and then come by? Hina, you gotta use your brain sometimes. And he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say? That's not... Don't bother saying it's not possible. I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Disguised dead body has been added to the truth bullets? How do I just get a new truth bullet in the middle of a class trial? What is this? Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good. So once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko. For serious, man, which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds. Hiro, no. No, your lives are at stake. If you get this wrong, you die. Oh! See? Pretty good idea, right? No, not that. I just remember something super serious. Well, don't just stand there. Out with it. You know that knife we found all black and burnt? The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? Yup. I wonder where that knife came from. According to the Badaku file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, okay, so it did hit the body? Okay, alright, I got it. So the body was stabbed. So, what about it? I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered. Uh-huh. Listen, more important, now that we have this knife, what are we going to do with it? Can't let Toku eat it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. Counterpoint, if everybody as a group gave me a knife, and everybody knows I have that knife, why would I then use that knife to commit a murder? because that would just put me as a suspect, and that feels like if you're trying to get away with a murder in this situation, that's like the last thing you would use. You would use like any other weapon besides this knife that everyone has publicly given you. So, I don't know. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Ha, me? It's the knife we gave to Makoto? You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier. Yeah, I did. Then why'd you hide that fact? It's not that I hid it, it's just not relevant to the case. I couldn't be sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her. Suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Oh no, we've admitted to killing and now everyone has to convince us that we didn't. It's deja vu. The knife was found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Alright, how we do that? Alright, disguise the body. Are any of these it? I don't know about that. Alright, the knife was found lodged in the dead body. Oh no, I only have one guess? Oh no, we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that. Oh, there's so many choices too. He did have the knife before that. That seals it. Makoto did it. Huh. Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer? Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? What a horrible... It maybe... Hold up. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Okay. Which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body was already dead. Wait. Disguised dead body? Do I use disguised dead body for the stab? Ooh, I really hope this is it. I really hope this is it. Okay. Alright, give me the stab. Just because I have a knife once, automatically make the killer. Oh my gosh, we are clutching this trial out somehow. Oh my gosh. Whew. Please, I need more than one heart for the next time you do this to me, game. Wait, hold on, the stab wound is the one that killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard. Lies, we never talked about what killed her. Yeah, because I don't think we still know. No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that bloodstained coat until after they were dead. Okay, fine, so what? So, when we discovered the body, it was already dead. The knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. So that, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her. I really do want to know what did, because I don't know. It was just like some object. Maybe you stabbed her twice, once to kill her and once to cover it up. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot. No, there's no way that's possible. Oh no, why is that not possible? The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. There were, however, the victim had been stabbed a single time. I mean, I just have to go with this. Please be right. Oh, I got a heart and a half. Let's go. I'm still alive. The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound. Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that. Then the knife. It's just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Which was what? Exploding the body afterward is probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. I hope Kyoko just drops some facts being like, actually, I know what killed her. It was all the killer's attempts to destroy all evidence of their crime. So they want us to notice the stab wound, and then detonate the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise. Oh hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that? If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you know the answer. Well, if you're so smart, just tell me. I'll tell you, I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion. No. Oh my gosh, no. It was a bomb. I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that. Alright. At least Hina's, you know, not that dumb. Go ahead, Makoto, tell her. We won't make any headway on this. Why do I have to if you know? Ugh. Alright, there's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. I want to say it's probably fragments near the dead body, because it has the same thing as that one bomb. Yeah, I'm just going to assume that that's it. Fragments near the dead body, yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, we're up to 2 hearts. After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion. Huh, you know, I feel like I've seen something somewhere before. It's only natural because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of the bomb. Oh, and the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb. Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible subject, you, Kyoko. Hold on a second, Byakuya. What's the problem? Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim. It's true, it's definitely bugging me. What really killed her? Fine, I have no problem with that. Let's continue the debate. It won't change the facts of this case, regardless. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. No, is this where those steel arrows or titanium arrows are going to come through for some reason? Monokuma file number 5. For some reason, I feel like that's not going to be the answer. But shall we continue the debate? Victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct? Victim's fatal injury. The explosion didn't kill her for sure, I guess. Yeah. Well, yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened. Because of the knife. Correct. Then there's only one other thing. Oh, yeah, according to the Monokuma file, it's gotta be it. Hit on the back of her head. Okay. And more than that, suffered countless wounds across her entire body. The knife was a cover-up, and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Which only leaves... Huh. Because... Wait. Wait, no, I'm supposed to shoot, like, contradictions, right? So... Okay, it's not the knife. So it's gotta be this. It's gotta be that, but that's not a contradiction. That's just, like, what happened, I think. Shoot. Shoot! Do I just shoot the Monokuma file at that? Cause it's not any of these other things. So... Hit on the back of her head? No. Dang it! Alright, we get to find out what happens when I lose. Ugh. Think about it one more time. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to think about it one more time. Failed. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Because I don't know how to say it right. Oh, well, we already come to the end of a debate? Well, then the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the blackened. Woohoo! No! It would appear the one with the most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto is not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished. Is this really it for us? Is it all over? What do you say? Want to give it another shot? Yes, please. I can't give up now. Alright. Oh, I'll look at all these chances I get. Okay, I can't give up now. Alright, that being said, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Alright, so the only thing I have is Monokuma file number 5. And shooting it at the actual thing wasn't right. No. Okay. We got that out of the way. Where's the contradiction? Everyone's just saying exactly what's right. Right? Wait. Maybe the explosion didn't kill her. It wasn't because of the knife, right? Wait. What if it was the knife? Oops. It's gotta be hit on the back of her head. Countless wounds. Knife was a cover-up, and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Wait, so the explosion did kill the body? Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Come on, Kodo, don't steer me. Oh. Maybe I just shoot the Monokuma file 5 at it? Fatal injury. Okay, so it's not the explosion then. Oh, the game is misleading me. I really thought they were trying to get me with something there. Alright. Yeah, victim's fatal injury. Explosion. Oops. Totally died. Not the knife. Maybe only one other thing. She was hit on the back of her head. And more than that. Dude, I don't know. But, like, what is this? I don't know what I've even done and what I haven't done. That was it? Oh, the game was, like, misleading me so much. I still don't understand why that's so much better. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered. So, my only problem with this is that's basically what everybody was saying. So I don't really know what I'm contradicting because everybody was just saying that. You know what I mean? That's why I'm getting confused. Just to explain, I'm not like angry at the game per se because I'm sure it'll be explained, or I'm sure when I watch this footage back I'll understand a little bit better, or if it's explained like more thoroughly to me. But my problem here is that it just sounded like everybody was just saying like, hey, she didn't die to explosion, she didn't die to a knife. Yeah, the Monokuma file said a blow to the back of the head. So everybody was just saying the right thing. So I didn't really get what I was supposed to be contradicting there. So that's where the issue was here for me. What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it? The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds. Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter. Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of the head is what killed her. But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object about as thick as a metal pipe. Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe. That's what I thought as well, but I don't know. How's that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it would cave their skull in completely. Oh, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle. Honestly, I was starting to think that maybe she was hit with like the back of the knife or something as like the blunt object, and then that knife was just used again later. But I'm thinking that's not what happened. No way. The balance would all be off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. Do you have experience in doing this, Toko? I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you'd want. No thanks, I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident. I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it. Okay, too far? Also, Hiro doesn't have a brain, so you can't do that anyway. I feel the same way, it looks like we're on the same page this time. Seriously? We want to figure out what killed her, right? Just so happens we already know. We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master. So what was it? Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon. No, see the problem is I have it, Byakuya, and I need you to kind of help me. Oh no, Kyoko please, somebody? The real murder weapon. Alright. It was the fake nails. Was it? I mean, it was a woodblock key. Was it these arrows? No way. Oh my gosh. Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something and that's what killed her. How many of these arrows hit her? And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker of the dojo. An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with? Indeed, there's no doubt about it. Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird. It does. Hey, how dare you backtalk Master? You have no right. I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think. I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Oh no. What's the secret? Okay. Bloody duct tape, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. The titanium arrow. Okay. It was in the dojo locker, right? Yes. That was, no doubt that was the murder weapon. Oop. Are you sure? You don't sound convinced. That's the problem. Well, because in the Monokuma file, so the weapon must have been as thick as a metal pipe, right? It'd been too thin. Too thin. Interesting. If it was just that titanium arrow, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough. Oh! Oh! The duct tape duct taped all 10 of those arrows together, and all 10 of them at the same time was the cause of death. Hold up, tell me I'm actually right about this, because if I'm not, then I really don't know. Wait, slow down. Yo, okay. Alright, I'm turning this around, I'm becoming smart. You're right, just the one arrow would have been too weak, that's why the killer used another weapon. Another weapon? Yeah, of the same type. 10 of them, in fact. Inside the dojo locker was, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. That's so, like, randomly creative to bundle 10 titanium arrows together and, like, probably not shoot it, like, from a bow. They just, like, used it as, like, a blunt object to swing and hit. But then they just hid the murder weapon inside that locker for some reason. Which, why did Kyoko have the key to that, exactly? I think we need to circle back around to, why Kyoko has this stuff.